You know the vibes. www.daymcomic.com, DAYMCOMIC.com. Click the link below. Order your comic books right now. They're dropping in a few months. Don't be without one.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, guys. So Sony dropped it out there that Aaron Taylor Johnson, they've reached an agreement with him, and he's going to play Kraven the Hunter, and they're going to do a solo film. So I've got some mixed feelings about that, and I'm gonna explain that. Number one, I actually like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I've enjoyed his films, Kick-Ass, and then he was in Godzilla, the first one, which is funny because that came out the year before Avengers Age of Ultron. He was in Godzilla with Elizabeth Olsen, and they played husband and wife in that. So Elizabeth Olsen was his wife in the first Godzilla movie. Then the following year, they do Age of Ultron, and they also had that little small cameo at the end of Captain America, the Winter Soldier. They're playing Wanda and Pietro Maximoff. So that whole thing, he's been in some pretty big budget U.S. films. Avengers Age of Ultron did $1.4 billion. One thing I saw, and I read, there was an article on Deadline that I read about this, and they were saying that Aaron Taylor Johnson right now, he's shooting a movie called Bullet Train. Brad Pitt is the star of that film. It's also got Sandra Bullock, Bad Bunny's in it, Michael Shannon's in it. He of course played Zod in Man of Steel, and he was on Boardwalk Empire, and he's been in so many. I mean, Michael Shannon's incredible. He's been nominated for Academy Awards. He's an incredible actor, but he's in this Bullet Train. So they got a lot of hitters. Oh, Lady Gaga's in it. That's one thing I forgot about that in the Bullet Train movie. Lady Gaga's in it. So they got so many big stars in this movie. And they started shooting this a few weeks ago, this Bullet Train movie. And apparently some of the Sony execs saw Aaron Taylor Johnson's performance in the film, the dailies, where they just kind of go over, they kind of put a little clip of his scenes for some of the Sony execs. And they were like, this guy's going to be a big star after this movie drops. And so we better lock him up for a long-term deal. So that's at least the way it was being reported on Deadline, and I can believe that because that's smart business. If you think he's gonna blow up, that means that price is gonna double and triple once the films drop. But they've put him in some pretty high-profile movies already, and he hasn't. He's British. He hasn't, for whatever reason, blown up as a big movie star over here. Or over there, if we're being real about it. And that's not a shot, it's just being real. But the other thing that kind of has me conflicted about it is I kept holding out hope that Quicksilver, Pietro, was going to come back. Pietro's one of my favorite Avengers. I always liked Quicksilver, the way, kind of brash and a punk. And I was like, I always liked the way, like when Steve Englehart was working on Avengers and some of the Roy Thomas run. And Pietro's such a great character. And the way he just died, I mean, he had a heroic death in Age of Ultron, but I was hoping that maybe, like, say in this Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I was hoping that they would find a way to bring Pietro back in some form or fashion. And if he's going to be playing Kraven the Hunter, that's not going to happen. I'd also say that there were rumors that we were going to get Kraven the Hunter in one of the Black Panther movies, and they were setting that up. If you remember Spider-Man Far From Home, one of the members of the S.H.I.E.L.D. team was, Dmitry Smerdynev. I don't speak Russian. I can't. But the character, look it up. Spider-Man Far From Home. He's a member of the S.H.I.E.L.D. team. He's the guy. Remember when Nick Fury hijacked Peter's bus trip he didn't want to go, and then he gets on the bus, and the guy that's driving the bus happens to be one of the SHIELD agents that Peter had met earlier in the movie. That guy is the Chameleon, who is Kraven's half brother in the comic books. So he has the exact same name as the Chameleon. So a lot of people saw that and they were like, oh, they're setting up Kraven the Hunter because that guy's character is the Chameleon. So I was waiting on that. That's what I was hoping was going to happen. And I guess it could still happen. We don't know if this is going to be a connected movie or not, because the Venom movies, Sony has already come out and said that Spider-Man doesn't exist in those Tom Hardy Venom movies. Spider-Man does not exist in that universe, though. But the Morbius movie, which still hasn't dropped yet, the Morbius movie with Jared Leto, Michael Keaton is in that movie. Remember when they showed the trailer, Michael Keaton's in there, and they were like, is he playing a different character, or is he actually playing the Vulture again like he did if he's playing the Vulture, if he's playing the same character he played in the Spider-Man movie, then that would be connected to the MCU. But we don't know that yet. We don't know if this Kraven thing is going to, because that Sinister Six movie that they were going to do that they got scrapped, that was going to be its own separate thing. That was not going to be part of the MCU. So the Sinister Six movie was something separate. So there's a good chance that this Aaron Taylor Johnson Kraven movie is not connected. We may not even get a Spider-Man cameo in it. We don't know yet because they haven't put the... but they said it's going to drop in 2023. But I'm a big, of the Stan Lee, Steve Ditko original Spider-Man villains, Kraven is my favorite. I was like, Aaron is not the size that I wanted Kraven to be, but I like him as an actor. I thought they should get like some big brute. Same with Venom. Venom's a big guy in the comic books, and, Tom Hardy is not... he's only like 5'9", 5'10". He's not, so is Bane, by the way. He played Bane, and I loved his Bane. I know other people did not like Tom Hardy's Bane, but I loved Tom Hardy's Bane. I thought it was a brilliant performance, but I've argued with people ad nauseum about whether that was a great Bane or not. It was definitely better than the one in, the Batman and Robin movie with George Clooney. That was a horrible Bane. But either way, are you going to check out this Kraven the Hunter movie with Aaron Taylor Johnson? Are you a fan? Are you liking, do you want it to be separate from the MCU, or do you want it to be connected? Because I'd like it to be connected, but I don't know if we're going to get that. Get in the comments, let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/AkariPress, or just type in Akari Press on your favorite streaming platform today.